my friend, Valorant Mundi here, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will enjoy the best plays and moments from VCT EMEA Stage 2 between the French organization with a new player, GIANTX, versus the Spanish organization with international players fighting to be on top, GIANTX. This will be the first game of these two things in Stage 2.
Of years, but even over his stint here on Mates and VCT. We look at Gentlemates, early aggression that Yoru's been used to take over control of the back.
Good shot, man.
TAKAS as well, picking up a double. Equalizes out the loss.
Does anyone know what happened to Logan?
4 versus 3.
I miss her.
Seemingly all coming from heaven, and even a little bit of a delay. Purple's got to clear out a lot of mid on his way.
Yeah, Stella's is nade, so the backline's definitely clearable. But the late smoke is going to cause a little bit of irritation. It means that they have to be wary of the players below, which they'll clear no problems. Vitinho will be the first man in. Already traded out though. Kada looking for a little bit more. Second kill for him already.
Oh my god, what a round, dude.
Support. It will be Gentlemates taking themselves a pistol.
They're looking to dive onto the site, perhaps. No, they're moving in towards the screens. A bit of pressure applied. The stun used by Cloud, only good for 1, but there's still a lot of numbers from GX on the A site.
Yeah, they're also being slowly surrounded. The time becomes an issue. A missed shot for Purple.
Leg shot.
It will allow them to sort of close down the gap at least a little bit more. And Bayaz has been able to find one, and actually they've dealt with Purple on the site as well, bringing thing back into contention. KADAVRA looking to try and do everything, in fact. Holds the line on Redgar and leaves Hoodie to try and clutch.
Avada KADAVRA, I suppose. Nice stuff. Picks up 1 that's left to Hoodie. 1 versus 2. Stun in hand for Bayaz, ready to be dispensed, and it's not needed. KADAVRA off to a heater. 3 kills in round 3. And Gentlemates deny GX's buy. That scary op pick even got off to a good start. The shot in towards screens was a leg shot as well, making this very doable for the side of GX.
Did they want the bonus?
Mates come ahead nonetheless.
Of course, Cloud kills the player. He didn't stun and dies to the one.
Yo, this guy's playing so good already, man.
Nice and
First game,
yeah.
dude.
What a
chill.
5-0.
This guy's a legend.
Dimensional drift at the very start of the round. 2 players spotted. Op spotted as well. He's committing to it. Oh, they actually don't know about the player in elbow, but it doesn't matter. He's in and out just that quick.
Good, TAKAS.
Beautiful pick from TAKAS.
Good game by Gentlemates so far, man.
To avoid that with the operator.
Sold as a bit of a ruse though, and the fact is they haven't fallen for it. It's a bit frustrating to lose a player that early, but the goal was having 3 players on the other side of the map and walking into the B site. Well, the B site's actually the heavier defended even after that opening kill.
And even after they pump the brakes, yeah, the read is there. GX, no, what's happening? But Net gets the better of them anyways. Vitinho disrupts the push, but he's right in the middle of the pack. Easy to pass.
Gentlemates looking good.
5-0, and that was a clinical round.
Timeout.
Not going to commit off it. They've already got into an afterplant situation anyway. Whalers still has an idea that there could be someone at the back of this site. Goes the wrong way. Nice shot from Purple. You're going to equalize things for now. His position on the site has value, but everybody else is playing from heaven.
KADAVRA, man, what a game, dude.
Redgar just turned back to look at the angle, and KADAVRA still wins the duel. Bayaz is dropped, and KADAVRA's there again.
He's playing so good, man.
10-0, and he still won't die. 6-0 for Gentlemates.
TAKAS taking the space, get some information.
Oh,
Hoodie left alone.
nothing going GIANTX favor, man.
Chip damage so far in this round, and Purple does have the Blade Storm. 1 blade is all it takes. He's not going to expect the second player though. Although saying that, the timing isn't really there.
Oh my god, dude.
The turnaround
I jinx him, man.
This is the best round, best
now
opportunity.
everything going their way.
Showstopper pulled out though, and now the problems begin. A second shrouded step, and that will save Redgar's life. It buys a bit of space, and mates aren't giving it up. They're fighting. Blade Storm getting one onto TAKAS, and sure, the Showstopper doesn't land. Even doing damage with Vitinho on 40. We'll see if that comes into play. KADAVRA yet to die, but this could be it.
He finally dies.
Put to bed, and it looks like GAX might have a round.
Has nade.
There's a nade still for Natank. He's buying more time, running this clock lower. Vitinho down to a sliver of health. It's either one, the first
my goodness, man.
They finally killed KADAVRA, but there's no killing the hope for Gentlemates in these rounds. 7-0.
Yeah, the thing is, Whalers can TP across the map. So I guess the idea is they sell the fake. If no one moves, if the site is clear, he can just TP into the back of the site. Instead, they fake it out, rotate away. The tank perfectly positioned.
Oh my god, he still gets the skill. So
an opening, a chance, as the spike's going to get dropped. There's only 10 seconds. Aftershock will buy a second or two, but it's just whether or not it's actually going to be put in the right place. I think he's just going to have it. No, it's not gone down. As if that's the first round that GX win.
Man, Cloud shouldn't won that fight, bro.
That is ridiculous.
Timeout.
Dimensional drift, lag spotted. There's one. There's two. Good information already for TACAS. Flash for Heaven. Third player spotted. Not looking to the spawn, but the stun just came from there. In fact, there will be a shutdown. Cloud gets the kill as a result, but TACAS still good for one. And now look who's following up. The tank always going to be able to get those kills. Because he has that information to work around.
They are getting this side, man. Oh my god.
Vitinho, 2 away from Showstopper. They're going to need a miracle to win this one.
I am starting to believe that playing Gentlemates as your first game has to be the worst. Just giving people like Existence
Gentlemates
just an
is a
unbelievable
fun thing
amount of
to watch,
time
man.
Come up with little ideas, little set plays between the team. I'm sure they had a new player to put into this, but it doesn't change the synergy of the likes of TACAS, Bayaz, and the tank especially. Those three are just so
11-1. GS are walking straight into it still. They'll have the numbers advantage on the attack. The surprise element not working for KADAVRA. Third death on the board. Bayaz down below, spotted. Should be dropped. There you go. From up top. Whalers as well, though. Keeps it even. Oh, and even takes down Cloud. That right click was nasty. Another.
Oh my god, man.
And just in the nick of time. A pistol round win for Mates, and that, if anything,
that's the game. This is over, man. Yeah.
11 in a row. Even then, there could be problems. Paranoia for Whalers. Used up, didn't catch Redgar, but it doesn't matter. He's good for the kill anyways. Down to a classic.
Enemy remaining.
Man, I hope GX joined the server next map, bro. GG!
A hard one to even drum up the hype for. It seems like GX didn't start to play.
Cut out a damn good debut, man. Let's drum up the hype for that. He was unbelievable, but yes, that match was utter domination, and we have got to hope that Sunset's going to be a little bit better. Even still, though, having a couple of players rotate over, it's still not going to be the easiest to hold the timing here, is it?
Man, this guy's playing with such a confidence.
KADAVRA could have played this one to perfection. Every single player in front of him. It's not going to be easy.
Beautiful,
dude.
just beautiful.
Look at already getting a couple. This man is doing fantastically well on his debut, but eventually will fall. Even still, the game has been given up.
Yeah.
And in 20 seconds, this round is going to be over. If GX are going to make their move back to the A side, they need to start running.
Look at TACAS, look at TACAS.
Oh,
yo, KADAVRA, you are insane, dude. Oh my goodness.
Agent definitely excites me a bit. We know that he's someone who can have those individual plays, and already we'll pick one off with the Sheriff. TACAS, if he catches this flag, oh, he's not even going to expect Redgar to be there. A little bit sneaky from the Omens, it seems, but nonetheless, well, Redgar is screwed. If he gets out of this with anything, I'll be gobsmacked, just surrounded by mates, and not the good kind.
TACAS recovered that rifle. Now they've lost one. Damage has been done to their economy, but how much more can they get? GX are left with pistols in nasty corners, hoping to bait players in. I like the idea there. Cloud tries to pull the crosshair towards him, but now he's been dropped. And now they'll presumably clear the corner, maybe not. Huge damage being done. KADAVRA's last man standing has to actually make this a clutch. Already a successful round for GX, and although Mates will find it and put 2-0 on the board thanks to Kada.
Slightly more value, but even still, they're not even allowed to plant. It's a pre-retake, a rush back in. With no plant, this leaves problems for GX. Their post-plant positions are not really that valuable if that spike hasn't gone down. Cloud, though, the space taken is fantastic. Has the support from Vitinho as well.
30 seconds
and leaves Kada and TACAS, and the question has to be asked of, is this now worth a save? Having an operator in a retake and a Guardian, definitely not ideal.
Oh, but the first shot landed. Might make it somewhat doable. They'll stick around. They'll look for more over peaks, more mistakes to be made on the GX side. Now that hasn't come through, but when the smoke fades, it does. The swing is good from KADAVRA, and now we're left to 147 HP as the ult is popped. TACAS in for the retake with 3 kills. Himself and Kada proving to be a deadly duo.
Timeout.
This in a number of rounds where they move towards A. The pack mentality already working out for the first kill. The return from KADAVRA though is
Holy shit, dude.
3 kills. He's shut down this push all by himself. Then the tank and Whalers 2 versus 1. A good recovery by Hoodie. The spike in his
Oh
hands,
my
but
god, KADAVRA. What a build, man.
Mates, after that pause, I don't know what they said to KADAVRA.
Just go kill, man.
Keep it up.
Go kill.
Goes through, but it hits nobody. This battle's going to be absolutely everything, and Hoodie wins it. But does he expect the second player to be here? In fact, the team doesn't. Good work from Whalers. The trade there again, and Kada's still standing. This man always seems to be good for a couple, and that's all that's left.
He's going in for more, too. Purpo, he looked the wrong way. He's got a chance.
Still got him on.
A lifeline that Kada hasn't extended to many players. A few missed shots. And it keeps GX with the advantage. And the showstopper.
Still has the showstopper to secure the round.
But they might feel the pressure, and there it is. Burned up. The tank dodges it expertly, though. Still keeping his distance, aware that was in the back pocket. Nade still for Purpo. Up goes Natank, close. And the challenge against Hoodie has been good so far.
Oh, nice try, dude. Nice try.
And 51. It's a narrow margin, but it's enough.
KADAVRA popping off. Takas in that retake with an operator. Well, this was a risk. Jumping through the corner of the smoke. Well, this was the one man you didn't want to face off against. Redgar's tried to play around with the TP behind them, but at this stage, it's fairly comfortable for mates to just fall back.
They are watching their back, though, assuming him to be in the back side or towards the spawn. The elbow position maybe would catch them off guard had they have walked with their back out, had Redgar been in a position to punish them on the walk back through. But the problem is, mates just reset this into a very passive hold. Cypher utility covering market, Cam covering B main. They literally have one player holding the half of the map. And then Takas, he can rotate incredibly fast. He's got mid covered if they do walk through. Very few gaps for the mate side. And in a 5 versus 3, no need to worry if they decide to group and execute a site. You've got the numbers to fight back. Nade's a little shallow, and there's a gap in the smoke.
Man, not a huge round for KADAVRA, bro.
Round win. Ready for GX. They were looking to put the Dizzy through, but Cloud belays it a moment. Now it's on its way. As they know they're on the site. The stun is good.
That was insane, bro. Okay, let's go.
I assume there's going to be a pop flash. The sound of a player running away is going to be heard, but counter flashes are being thrown out. Hoodie also coming under pressure. He's missed one. He's going to go into the cage instead, but he should be dead from behind. The tank now can look for the players in spawn, but can't connect quick enough. Purpo's going to drop him, and look where the spike's been dropped. I don't think it gets much worse than that.
No, it really doesn't. It's being locked down by an operator. That's just insult to injury. The back covered as well. Because, of course, Cloud is
KADAVRA
there.
has 0 money.
No angles they can come from to surprise.
They should try to save at least 1.
40 seconds left. GX just fall back. Concede that space.
Timeout.
Given the space to be filled back in by Redgar, and now they re-aggress. The jump peek comes through. Shot not landed. Bayaz up close. Still with a flash. He can go straight through that smoke. That's exactly what he's going to do. Smoke for spawn. Peek is in. Kill is good. The pressure's being applied. And the spike's on its way. I thought this was a fake the whole time, and it would have worked as one. But instead, they're going to be going blow for blow with GX. Whalers coming around the corner. Cage blocks out the angle. Isolates a duel. 12 seconds. That's the spike on Whalers with 10 HP. And they're winning their fights. Spike's made it to site just in time, and
There's no way they won this round.
the chaos is thrived in by Gentlemate.
They will make it across to the site, and in these post plants, that is where we've seen some of the best work from mates. That's not going to make it any easier, though. One player already caught, and they're going to go pushing forward. They need to try and catch him, and he doesn't actually have time.
No time, no time, no time.
Plant at this point. He's going to try and hold it until the end, but that is as good as it gets. Catching the player with the spike so they can't actually plant. That's because he's throwing out the Neon ult, the overdrive, and already going to get stunned up. Of course, it doesn't have a timer. He's going to have to just get moving. He's trying to run through the utility. Balls to the wall. Natank there to follow it up, and well, he means the same thing.
So good, man. So good. Ace, ace, ace. No.
He'll ruin the party. But the rest
Ace,
of his teammates
ace,
already
ace.
in the clouds. He's got to try and turn this one back. Bring this into a ridiculous clutch, and it's not going to happen. A nice
Man,
attempt.
Cloud, pretty good player, bro.
In B main is a consistent factor. Spike, though. Oh, the spike's on A, and they've just used the From the Shadows to go to B to make that rotate. This has left A wide open. In fact,
That's
cut
good.
the map
That's
in
beautiful.
half. And you still have all the players on one side. That wasn't the tool I was looking for, but we don't need to talk about that.
Zoom in on the middle of the map.
Yeah, look at that. Whoa, isn't that cool? There's no one there. All right. Well, Whaler's in a bit of trouble. 2 HP. Spams are going to finish him, sure. He's made it out. Well, we'll see if that has impact for later in the round, but now he can have a ratty little position and an extra set of eyes still looking out for those GX players. Late lurk as well from Bayaz.
They're being delayed. Paranoia will slow. Oh, you got to wait for that one to fade before you can reposition. It leaves a bit more of an awkward spot for Kada, but he still manages to thrive in it. Looks to do
This
even
guy's
more
so
from
good,
it.
man.
Another one coming up for Kada,
One
but
for one.
finally he'll be
Where
down,
is 2 HP?
down to this. The low HP Whalers, and there you go. 2 HP, 2 kills. Whalers will clutch that one out. Utterly
Bears is one
dominant.
away from his ult, man.
Now he's the one under pressure, but playing from outside the site.
My ult's not ready.
I will throw our production under the bus for a second and say, if it's possible, I would love to see a replay of Bayaz getting both those kills. The first, he was full blind. The second, he recovered his vision, seeing a hail of bullets coming his way. That's made it doable for Gentlemates here, beyond doable, winnable, favorable with the flank from the tank too. He takes down Cloud. Get-Go Util gone, Vitinho the next to fall, and it's left to Hoodie. It looks like he'll meet a similar fate, walking straight into the trap too, and he still hasn't broken it. Bayaz is third.
Not much
kill
money
of
for
the round.
GIANTX.
The first 2 he had no right to take, and that
Let's see the
will
replay,
equalize
mate.
things 11-11. Look at this. Look. Oh, yes, he was paranoid,
saw,
but
he
he
saw.
caught a glimpse just before,
Oh
and then he
my
sees the
God.
trace. Oh, he's
That's a
blinded
second flash.
again. That's a thank you very much, production, first of all, for getting me that. That's insane. And then he gets the final kill, too. Nuts performance for Bayaz. Between Whalers last round and Bayaz here.
They've got the magic 8 ball at the moment. That seems to be working out for them. It's the same fight. This time, though, Purpo, he just does it himself. He says, you know what, Red guy, you take a sit down, have a little bit of a break from the last round, and I'll do this one myself. A very quick change of pace from what we've witnessed over the last couple. And while now it's going to be a
There's no way they
pretty hefty
lose this 5v3, right, man?
for the
They have
remaining
the
three
showstopper.
players. Whalers first point of
Come on,
course, to try and
GIANTX.
get himself a rifle.
Next
He's having
map's
to use
Breeze,
a
bro.
lot of his utility
Let's go.
just to get that back. Obviously switching over from the operator, but in this case it's not going to be worthwhile. Redguard playing the pixel angle, but it's more for contact. Get that info, try and fall back, then he has the showstopper from a teammate.
Nice. Ace, ace, ace,
It's
ace.
gorgeous.
Yo, get the
from
ace now, man.
GX. And they walked right into it. Redguard looking like he's trying to bait for the ace. He's trying to help his teammate out. Maybe goes a little bit further than he would have liked, but the flash is there. Cannon still doesn't go down.
I love you, right, guy.
How he does that.
I love you, bro.
It seems so consistent.
I wanna
It's
say
so much
again, I wanna
fight
say
in the
again.
map. That's the tier 2 hunger coming up, 22-13. I mean, this guy was...
This was really nice, though.
It was. And what a beautiful setup. The showstopper bouncing back, the double kill to open from Purpo as well. A much better.
They've used the same on the other side. TP, those only being used just to gather up with teammates. Bolster this attack into the other side. They haven't, initially at least, broken that trip, but it hasn't stopped Tak as he's still trying to run through. Hoodie just sat on the other side. Angles being pre-fired, but he'll take that first and the second as well.
Spike down, B.
Oh, that should be it. With Bayaz down, the tank and KADAVRA, big clutch needed. Rolling Thunder even committed. Vitinho took the orb at the start of the round, and now the reward should be there, but the tank steps up, he gets one. A clutch needed, though.
30
Hunter's
seconds
Fury
remaining.
online, reveal thrown through. Nice shot to start this off. Still doesn't want to use
GG.
Hunter's Fury. They can push him down the second he does. Because of that, GX find their kills, 13-11. It's a response, and they'll get themselves a breeze.
Yeah, it takes some stone.
But for now, GX are on the attack, and they're making their way towards the A site. And the tank is the one with the challenge. The flash popped through, but he's just biding his time. His teammates on the way, and Takai's already securing tube. That's one less worry for them, and these players can now focus their sights on the site itself.
Yeah, they do have to be careful because there is a giga lurk coming in
Spike planted.
from Redguard a little bit later on. And with Purple already managing to find one, he's looking to get further aggressive. Crossfire being held, it leaves the tank incredibly low, and that flank is coming back through the tube. This is all the way around. It's going to take a long time, and the plant is not necessarily in the best of positions. He needs to stay alive. He decides to get aggressive. And now Redgar, he has to wrap back around. He's been seen, he's been spotted, and it's just too little too late.
A lot of aggression. They are storming it down too. One is the decoy, but the other two players, well, now just one, were keen to make all that noise. And Beaz, okay, I actually thought he had the short end of the stick with that fight, but he's come out of it unscathed.
He's going to use his drone. It looks
Still
like
going.
he
Once more.
wants to fight this. Again, it's incredibly risky stuff. That might have been the greatest shot dart distraction I've ever seen in my life. Just shoot it straight into a wall. It's almost as good as some of the lineups we saw from KC last year. But that's going to be the killer to Hoodie.
You called me toxic the other day. Throwing KC under the bus, my goodness. The old one, not the new one. But GX, 3v5, the attack side gearing up for a B take. They're not going to leave this one on the back burner because they've got credits for the next. Still want to risk it. Now running in to Takas, who's teleported over to B. The gate crash was used earlier. Whaler's tagged up and only with a Bulldog, but he's got support. Flash is good. The tank needs to wait a while before getting involved, and when he eventually does, it's with great success. Purpo down, Redgar alone, and a 1 versus 3, no information on the other two players. Now just seeing where Viper is with the snake bite.
Yeah, good luck, buddy.
They haven't yet located Beaz, and now, well, now he knows where all three are, but not much to do with that. Ult used. Yeah. Dimensional drift for Fatinho as he's clearing out a lot of this space. Here, seeing that it's wide open.
I'm back.
As they go for this. Oh no, I thought Redgar would wait until the end of the round.
God,
that could be a big
him.
mistake with a player still up so close.
Yeah, I think he was trying to just catch a timing on rotations. Almost managed it. Purpo now, up above. It means they don't have that flank through middle. Allow Gentlemates to get in that little bit quicker. Hoodie does do a little bit of damage through that smoke. Takas tagged low, but still in this 4-5v5 afterburn. Finally, Whalers is going to be there for the first kill. Trade immediate. Shot from the operator, catches another, and they start to pick them all apart. Bears, though, still standing, looking for a little bit more. Turns it back into a winnable position, but they need to get on that spike. They need to pull players away, and now Redgar's gone back. A little bit later, but
that was insane, man. How he got 3?
The time is going to be there as well. Again, another round just slips through the fingers of GX.
Timeout.
I like the position out of Takas. Saw Durka find a lot of value from this same spot, although there was a wall in play to obscure him slightly. There goes the decoy, and they don't take the bait. Takas spotted, though, has to gate crash out. And he lost the tank as well. His help on site, now out of the game. GX free to plant.
Spike planted.
Oh, the luck this time from Redgar. A different position.
Nice,
He's gonna win the
Redgar.
second fight as well. Big round from him. Cuts off the rotations at the legs and leaves. Just 2 remaining. Again, starting to question the finances. Beaz has some extra cash. They could risk it if they wanted to, but in a 2 versus 5 with a post plant and a Hunter's Fury, I don't like your odds, lads.
Oh, Redgar doesn't want them to save these weapons.
Nice. He wants more. 30 HP. Doesn't care.
Costly. They didn't risk those weapons for the round win. They might not be able to secure them nonetheless.
Here.
Time ticks. Cam spotted. And now a bit of danger for Beaz.
It's my decision, bro.
Like Redgar's.
Like this.
Probably a shock dart or 2.
Did he tag me?
Shot. Definitely not comfortable. Nice work from the tank, though. Fatinho's been doing that quite a bit, so denying the space that he's been taking. Definitely helped them out. Low HP for Purpo. Getting everything will be tough. I'm on now Redgar Hoodie with 20 seconds to try and get a plant. I don't know if anything's going to be possible. In fact, they're both holding snipers. This is not the weaponry you want when you need to encroach onto the site with just seconds left. This round already looks over.
Okay.
It would have to be a mistake, and while one
that's
kill goes their way,
Doesn't
Hoodie
stop
is
the
so
plan.
desperately low and doesn't know the Whalers is still there. Not too far away. Whalers' lurk has been seen, something they'll have to consider. As this now becomes a full retake. KADAVRA those caught, well, pretty much every single player. Of course, not knowing that many of them will be there, and Whalers, his flank needs to get a move on a bit. the rest of the team about to come under some serious pressure. He's reliant on this being slowed down. Takas does a decent job of it. 2 kills, those Sheriffs working out, and it's now left onto Cloud. An incredibly quiet game for him so far. He almost steps up when needed, but the tank is there to finish it off.
He's around middle, playing it slow. The tank dropped. The rest of the squad rotating. They've seen that perhaps the B site will be open. That ult, as he comes out of it, he makes noise. It's a clear cue to Takas that there's players close by making the rotation.
Oh my God.
He has to strike now, and Vitinho is the one to deal the damage. Dropping Takas leaves the spike in limbo. It's in the spawn right now with no direction on where to go. KADAVRA looked like he had an opening, but he's dropped by
What's happening here, man?
And with that,
that's the round.
I'm leaning towards the safe call. It doesn't look like
they gotta save these weapons,
15
man.
seconds though. There's no time.
Well, you have that shock dart, you have that snake bite.
Oh, Vitinho is a kill.
Oh, he's gonna be so upset. Oh, that nice assist. Brilliant assist from Hoodie there, putting a snake bite onto a guy already at a drone. But look at the rotation. It doesn't even matter. Bayaz was just trying to sell a fake.
He would run for gentle mates. They lose, they're gonna be on Nico.
A kill is minimum. He needs to try and get something here, and they're just walking up. He's now realized how close they actually are. So much information being had by the utility, but he needs to get something, not expecting anybody that close, and the tank will go down, putting this into an advantage, and he's surviving. No one countering him out just yet, and they're going to go peeking. He's expecting the angle, even hits the headshot as well.
And the fact that the rest of GX is rotated in to cover him, it's just a turret. Only one direction he has to worry about. Takas up close, and he'll be caught, as will the rest of Gentlemates. A quick conclusion to the round.
Timeout.
Not to be confused. The bald spot. He's not going to shoot. Not going to give his position away. The spike has gone in the other direction, though. They're leaving this man here.
Left.
Look at where Hoodie's. He may even just accidentally
step man. 2 step forward, bro.
Without even realizing. And actually, Kada's going to be the one to get his kill. It means that this position still hasn't been revealed. The push-up from the tank is going to go even further. Man. They're trying to find Rega. They're trying to find the man on the back of the site.
Oh, that's a good connection. Oh, the second burst didn't hit, and the push through from the tank.
God, imagine
he
if
will get a second chance at Cloud, thanks to the Hunter's Fury. Still active. Vitinho! Oh, what is that double? They were ready for him, waiting, but now there's a chance still for GX. Purpo, operator in hand, with a Blade Storm to use. It could help to get through that pit, and the Blade Storm
my God, man.
Killing the tank down.
Whaler's 5 HP.
Whaler's on 5 HP.
Oh my God, that first pit is dropped.
5 health. All that's left for mates in this round are GX.
You know he's 5 HP, bro. You know he's 5 HP, bro.
Needs to stop the defuse, and Vitinho's off it. 4 kills. He's on fire, and GX may win this map because of him.
Been the difference maker will be understatement of the year.
That's a once in a lifetime performance.
Fast play.
Be hard to match this going forward.
Oh,
the flash causes a bit of a problem. Purpo, Hoodie, Vitinho all on the floor. Gentlemates with a flurry of frags have taken the A site and left Cloud and Redgar all alone, locked out more or less. And well, look, credits aren't really a problem for this squad, so I'll see them still going for it. Although Redgar's going walkabouts. And
yeah, now there's no way doing this round. Yeah, the round is over.
The latest lurk of all time for this
oh my God, he still gets the kill.
But it's okay. A few shaky shots from the tank.
That's fine, that's fine. 11 to 10.
They're looking to do it again, picking up that pace straight through in towards this B site, on to pressure Redgar. They know exactly where he is. Hunter's Fury to try and eliminate him. Purpo already there in support.
Yeah, that was nice.
But it's only going to be the one. Make that a
Purpo got you. To which way?
Stuff. He's still going too. Dash still online. Looking for another victim. Flash used on backside. Problem here. No dimensional drift, and Spike's down in the open. They've got to fight for it, and GX are winning the duels. Vitinho on the
oh no, wait, what was that?
As the last man standing. Here comes Vitinho, looking for him. Looking for a position to lock him out of this round. Now surrounded. And in fact, it's a ruse. The gate crash out of there. That's going to run the clock way down.
It doesn't even have the spike, man.
Smelt the blood in the water. Turns out it was just Ribena. time wasted. And that's all that was really the goal.
Out of charges.
Beaz to walk into this crossfire. The contact
Good luck,
is the
bro.
deepest player in. And well,
Mappy
not
point
missing
for
a beat.
GIANTX.
9-5 up. But everything's slipping away. KADAVRA though, big play from him to get an opener, but they've still got to deal with Red Guy again. He's just irritating to play, and he's done well. Finds a second kill in a spot where it looked like he should have got nothing. Kada is back to back. A Romeo and Juliet story that also will probably end in death. Spoilers. There's also a flank coming in from Hoodie as well. The thing is, there's double trips. They're making sure that there's no gap for him to play around. In fact, even a camera. The setup is there to make sure they have all the information as they now try and fight this 3v3.
Toxins going up.
It's Kata's position.
Toxin screen down.
It's so beautiful, the timing. He's been reading his opponents all series long, and this could be hit. Vitinho down, and he retreats, buying that little bit more time, holding on to dear life in this series, and they will buy themselves at least one more round. 12-11. And all they need to do, and it might seem like a simple task, is deal with Redgar. He's been good so far, but all his util gone with that knife, and now trapped on the backside. They know that he's here. It's also the position that he has played from so many times. Flank is caught on Whalers. Redgar still up close, now being pushed on, and good for the first. The down info in their hands, and look at GX. The whole squad is here to play and to save the day. Oh no, Kada and Beaz, 2 quick kills. Kada on another. All of a sudden,
oh my god, GG.
The lights are out on Mate's chances. Somehow, from 13-1 down on map 1, GX have taken the series.
Yeah, I think this is where we almost need to just hand off to the Spanish casters, let them one sing this home, because this was Viddy's day.